All right, everybody, check out the big bird shit coming in. I want to talk about energy swapping, right? As these crews like to talk about swapping energies and all that kind of stuff. Well, I want to show you the latest thing. Now, since yesterday, there's been full-on attacks in certain other areas, but it's my study, and I'll talk about that when it comes to strange things and coincidences at certain times, right? That's a whole study. I've got shitloads of it. And I video and I talk about it, because without video and talking, you can't study such areas, right? And I want to talk about energy swapping, like these characters talk about down here all the time. I'm going to let her play for a second, and then I'll have a chat.
They don't have that knowledge. The truth, because they can't obtain that. You do though.
Now, who would be blocking these things that are happening? If you want to chase an area that's new, which they're about to talk about, you go to them.
Yeah, because that's what they wanted to do. They're refusing to let go. Yeah. They're trying to end free will. See, on the other side, collective, I don't think a lot of you guys don't really, some of you guys really see the battle for what it is. But the real meat and potatoes of the battle.
You know when they're pussies? When you ask them all the time and you give them plenty of opportunities and you go to them and they just do nothing. That means they're cowards and all they want to do is set you up to make you look like something. That's how you know they're tricksters. Huh? They won't actually do what they're setting you up to do, but that's what they're there to do. Huh? They probably wouldn't have the nuts to do it. You know what I mean?
Stopping.
They do anything for money kind of people.
I'm going to say someone. Let's say someone likes the control.
These people go, oh, I've got a fight ready for you. And I go, well, you can do it at any time, mate. Unless you want to do some sort of trick. If you want to fight someone and you know you've got a good reason to, we have rights to do that. Or go tell the police why you wanted to fight them. And so you don't have to fight. But anyway, let's keep on trucking, everybody.
The dominating factor over humanity.
I'd say that's words from a monkey that speaks like that, eh?
Enslave and you do what I say or else you die. Okay?
Or you die. Yeah, control.
Real religious beliefs, okay?
And we'll talk about energy swap and stealing and setting up in a minute. Just let this play for a bit.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Come on.
They still follow that.
Yeah, spit it up.
That's why they try to come together and take out those that are spiritual, or they do all of the, because see,
you might make sense of what I'm about to say as well.
They have a code knowledge.
How things line up. No? And I record everything.
If that makes sense. So they know about alchemy.
Yeah. In fact, they'll use these things and try to say someone else is doing it. Right? Twisters. Definitely if they're twisters and you already caught them that they are. So they would if they had that gift. You get it? Yeah, what you put out. And recently it was.
Know about, but they use it for different things, okay? Mainly for domination.
Yep. And right now, I believe they're using energy that we're still studying and talk to YouTube about it, right? To get their benefits, to make people stupid, to do love spells. All these things sound absolutely out of control crazy, but they're allowed to speak it like it's true, right? They're allowed to do certain things. They're allowed to say, leave a comment, not. They're allowed to do all sorts of things that will fuck with people. For what? Let's keep on trucking. I'd be careful speaking these words. You let me know in comments, would you?
So I'm hearing pure breed.
And to make sure people don't get confused, you would start off in every time, this is just entertainment, wouldn't you? But if you want people to believe that you are something, but you're trying to say to YouTube it's entertainment, how would you sound? You let me know in comments. I know. Perhaps just like this. Be one of them.
In a pure breed, right? And hold on. I need to see what this is. Okay, so you guys, I had to look.
Now she's talking about pure breeds, which is what Hitler Group was talking about. You keep yourselves pure, don't mix it in and all that kind of stuff. But there technically is no pure breed. when you make two new genes, that becomes a new pure breed of two new genes. But if you're racist or a hypocrite in some way, you would have such talks.
Goddess Delphina that I just heard, and
It's a way of
apparently she's a
dominating
Roman
by
god, okay?
saying pure and this and you're not. You get it?
Who
You're
is a
sinned
Roman
and
god?
all
Apollo.
control words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ruler of the sun, okay?
All right. I think I'm going to leave it there.
I said
She's
you
going to
were
start raving
shining
on about
like the
history.
sun. Like, who gonna put the
Um,
sun?
History we can use a little bit if we want to. As they say, when you upgrade, you keep what's still good and useful and piss off the rest. Now today, we just had a mail swap again. I've just talked about that Emma had to go drop off some mail to next door here that moved in not long ago. And when you do an energy swap, as these things we've been talking about, go check out their videos. So I'm going off their talk. A lot of things when I go to talk about these people and how they talk, I've learnt this by the things that has happened around me, by what they're talking about, and by listening. That is it. I have studied no magic books. I've bought no magic books except one book of defense, and it says just be in high vibes. Means be in high vibes and get what's going on around you. You won't freak out. Means understand what's going on around you so you don't. Because if you don't, and everything comes mystery, you might start freaking out. Hey, and that promotes terrorism. And so with the neighbours, we dropped it off. If you wanted to do an energy swap when it comes to them talking about stealing mail and all that kind of stuff, you would first see the person, whoever pulled the energy, either try to get it for themselves. So when you do an energy move, I want to do an energy swap. Say it was a spell, right? This is all science fiction. But I want to talk about what I see. And you can create it by just making people create it, like a mailman, dump it over here. So I talk about it, right? But we'll find out the truth when you go to these sectors, and that's the next study. That's what I won't be studying until I make money, get somewhere, and then I'll be able to go study it for it, or go get someone to invest to study into this area. As you need to check every spot, otherwise it's not a full study. Right? You'll be lost in limbo, you'll be laughed at. You can have your assumptions, but not 100% fact. That's what most people actually only have out there, assumptions and no real facts, and that's sad. And so you'd see that if they wanted to swap energies with mail, mail swap would be you'll get their crappy mail first, whoever they're trying to swap you with. So when they go to do the energy swap, they can go, I want to swap this energy with this. They can attack like that and make two people look like one's stealing the other. That's scary stuff, isn't it? You could do these things with energy, and you could. We can do all sorts of things with Bluetooth and energies out there, right? So if you can do it for yourself, you can do it this way, right? And they do an energy swap to set up people. You can even probably do it to your best mate and the other mate to make it look like they're trying to steal your money, stuff like that. Or you can do it for yourself, right? An energy swap and go, my mail's going to be shit, and their mail's going to be good. We're going to do an energy swap here. And so what will we see? Well, we'll see first, we'll get someone else's mail, which is what I just talked about. And then, and people wanted to act this out, which is what they talked about too. You'll see these actors act these ways about, so I can speak about it. Because if you know how someone speaks, you can pull off a move and see what they speak about to believe it's true, right? I don't believe anything is true. You know, one thing I do believe is true? I do believe that there's no God, the good one that looks after us, and if there is, he only comes every now and then. So you got to be lucky on that time, and he comes and does checkups. Other than that, there's no one constantly here, but debunk that. That's why people have screamed out his name and died and all that kind of thing. But I do believe in energies, and I do believe that other creatures and other things have used them and can keep using them during time as they're smart and they live longer and all that kind of stuff. That's where I'm up to, right? And I do believe that we get upgrades and we can do more than what our brain can, what people tell our brain can do, because we're all different, right? When it comes to psychics and all that kind of stuff, I'm open-minded, but I go with what I learnt that's true, with what I study. So till then, I don't believe it is. I go, it might be high probability, it could be this, but I don't actually believe. But once I know it's real, then I can actually step up and believe. And that's where I'm not at 100% when it comes to spirit, my spiritual way at the moment, in which I've been talking about, and all the spiritual people that I've got. I know I'm getting the closest to myself. This is why I believe in this and not theirs, right? And that's what we do. And so when it comes to the energy swap, that's what happened. And then today, we were meant to get some mail, a package. We get packages. And the package went to exactly the same spot of the mail we got to those people. So it was a swap. How odd is that? And that is one of hundreds in the last couple of years that I've got where it comes to a story and oddness, and I've recorded that those tests and those things, those coincidences. And what do you call more than coincidence when you keep seeing double three, double three, double three? Oh, that can't be a coincidence. But that's all I see. So what does that mean? You see? When does it become more than a coincidence? But have a good one, everybody, and see you later.